Tick-tock around the clock. Tick-tock. I press my palms into my eyes. When I open my eyes, they'll be gone. All of them. I don't want to see them, to hear them. Not that they ever go away. Never thought I'd want to be alone. Open your eyes. We just want to play. I don't want to play. I want to sleep. It's been days since I've gotten real sleep, which makes them stronger somehow. If you play, we'll let you sleep. A deep sigh escapes my lips, the only notion that I'm listening. Slowly, I open my eyes. Come find us. Slowly, I sit up, then shakily rise to my feet. I look in the obvious places first, hoping they lose interest and leave. They don't. So I start looking in the less obvious places. I find one in a cupboard under the sink. She sticks her tongue out at me. Frustrated, I found her. There's another in the pantry. He punches a hole in the wall that will magically be gone by morning, as if he patches it in the night just so he can do it again. The last ringleader I struggle with. There are three, always three, but this one's always here. The others switch out, but not her. Find me. I'm all that's left. Once you find me, you can sleep. I know I'll never find her, so I sit, resigned to never sleeping again. Given up already? Shame. I was ready to let you sleep this time. She crawls out from beneath my bed. I thought I'd check there. I'm so tired. She crawls over and puts her head on my knees. Come on, don't be such a sore loser. She takes my feet into her hands, and I flinch. She's never happy when I lose. She rubs them softly, and I lean back, closing my eyes. Perhaps she'll let me sleep after all. I scream as one of my toes is clamped down on. Shh! You'll make them come. They'll punish you. Still, I scream as another toe snaps, the sound like someone eating a carrot. The door bursts open. Stop that hollering, or I'll give you something to holler about. My toes! She bit off my toes! The hell you talking about? Your toes are right there. No one's here but us. I look at my foot. All my toes are still there. What had she done to me? I was still staring at my whole foot when I felt the needle in my arm. Please, no, I just want to sleep. That's what you'll do with this. Just need some peace. I remember nothing else as I slip into the dark. Problem is, it's not sleep I'll be getting. They're back in the pitch darkness, all of them, taunting me. They peel the skin back, then the muscle, until I'm just bone. Inside my head, I scream. I scream and scream and scream. The morning light breaks. It's not often the sun shines here. Bright. They'll stay away for now. Oh, you really think so? Shit. Usually after the torture, they rest. Do we? Are you sure? Go away! They laugh and laugh and laugh as they tie my arms into the jacket. Into the padded room I go once again. You'll never be alone. Each day I go about my routine. Brush teeth, hair, get dressed, and go. Alarm goes off 6:15. In bathroom 6:20. Ready to go 6:30. Sit and have coffee until 7. 7:15, lunch made. 7:30, out the door. Every day on the dot. I have to be exact. Give my mind something to focus on in order to not let things out. I could do this. Every day I did. 8 to 11:30, work. 11:30 to 12, lunch. 12 to 4, work. Work was usually enough to occupy the mind. Answer calls, fix other people's problems. 4 to 4:30, head home. Home is where the problems arise, where my mind is left to its devices, where the demons are. Kayla, you aren't hiding from me, are you? No, never. My onyx cat slips around the corner. I could never hide from you. Smiling, I lift her and pull her close. My only friend. She purrs as I bury my face in her side. I carry her to the couch and sit. You should eat first. No, I'm all right. I had a big lunch. I just want to sit here a while. Feed me at least. I sigh and stand, heading into the kitchen to add shredded chicken to her bowl. Since you're up now, you should eat. I should have known that she would do this. We both knew I cared more about her than myself. I turned to the fridge, grabbed some hummus and pretzels. Happy? She flicked her tail as she continued eating. I curled back on the couch with my snack. After she finished eating, Kayla joined me, curling up at my feet. What should we watch today? How about Shutter Island? I shivered at her suggestion. Turned on the TV and we watched. This was a hard one. Too many truths, too close to home. See how much worse things could be? I shivered.
We should go out and play.
No, Kayla, we shouldn't.
Don't you wonder, though, how it would feel?
How what would feel?
The tip of the spike entering the brain.
I shuddered. No, I've never wondered. Why would I wonder about that? Who would wonder about that?
It's how they used to fix people, you know. Something pointy through the tear duct into the brain. May have stopped them talking, but sure didn't stop the voices.
How would you know?
A past life. How do you think I can talk?
I'm not sure you can, Kayla hissed.
You're hearing me right now. Now you owe me. Let's go, now.
There was no talking with her once she got like this. Kayla, I'm tired.
One game, just one little game, and we can go to bed.
Fine. We walked out the door, headed for the nearby park. It was a beautiful night. The stars shone bright, leaving plenty of shadows for Kayla to hide. At the very center of the park is a hidden bench, concealed between two willow trees. No one can see you when you sit there, until it's too late.
Someone's coming.
Kayla's joy was palpable. My hair rose. I shrunk back on the bench. I heard footsteps.
What a pretty little kitty.
The voice was quiet, smooth, only one. Kayla had set herself in the center of the path. I used the shadows to inch around them. Kayla glanced in my direction. I moved, wrapping one arm around the girl's torso, the other around her mouth so she couldn't scream. I pulled her back. Kayla jumped up, slashing her claws at the girl's throat. The blood ran, warm and gushing down the girl's chest. I laid her carefully to the ground, and Kayla and I watched as she gasped, and the light left her eyes. Please, Kayla, can we go home now?
Fine, buzzkill.
I ran. Kayla ran beside me. I didn't stop until we reached the door. I stripped my clothes off and threw them in the fireplace. Straight into the shower. I turned the water up as high as I could and curled up under it.
Oh, come on. I did all the work. You did nothing.
I held her. I didn't stop you.
Like you could.
I cried.
Oh, stop. It was fun and just a game. You know that.
You killed her.
Did I? No, not again. Please, no.
Once, I felt I'd scrubbed the skin away, like I could ignore the world. The water had already turned cold. I turned it off and wrapped myself in my robe. I tied it so tight I could hardly breathe. Numb, I curled up in my bed. I felt Kayla join me. She curled up on my chest.
Don't be mad. I only wanted to play.
I'm not mad.
No one saw us. It'll look like someone else.
Will it? She purred in response, and I fell into the abyss sleep gives. Alarm goes off 6:15. In bathroom 6:20. Ready to go 6:30. Sit and have coffee until 7. 7:15, lunch made. 7:30, out the door. Routine was most important after a night of play. Something normal. But this time was different. Once I reached work, there was a meeting. Everyone was crammed into the meeting room. Our boss is currently missing. She left work around 8 p.m. and no one has seen her since. They had a picture of her up on the TV. It was the girl. I squeezed my eyes shut, willing the image to go away. I started rubbing my hands together, panicking. I ran. All the way home I ran. Slamming my door, I slid down to the floor. Pulling my knees to my chest, I cried.
What's wrong?
She was known, well known and loved, and we... Kayla laughed, in a way only she could.
Killed her? No, darling, you did that.
No, I held her. You did it.
And who's going to believe you?
At 1 p.m., there was a knock at the door. I'd cleaned myself up, called into work, told them I was shaken, that I needed a day. A woman disappeared too close to home. I thought maybe, just maybe. 1 p.m., the knocking. Better open it. I will. I opened the door just a crack. Hello, ma'am. We're canvassing the neighborhood. Wonder if you'd seen anything. No, sir. I don't do much. Well, all right. What about your roommate? Roommate? We heard you yelling just before you opened the door. Oh, that was just my cat. As if she heard, Kayla stuck her head out between my legs. I live alone, so sometimes I just talk to her. Does she ever respond? No, sir. That would be strange. Well, if you think of anything, call us. I nodded and shut the door. See what you did? The knocking came again. Ma'am, mind if we come in and take a look? Of course. Come on in. I held the door open.
Ooh, new playthings.
I shook my head Kayla's direction. Ma'am, you all right? Yes, sir. What are these? They were pulling my clothes from the fireplace. I'd forgotten to burn them.
Kayla, help!
She lay in a sun patch. She looked at me, unamused. You're asking your cat for help? I shook my head. Ma'am, we're going to need you to come down to the station with us.
Please, no. Kayla, you did this.
I dove for my cat. She danced simply away. One of the officers jumped on my back, pulling my hands behind me. The iron was cold around my wrists. Sir, this looks like blood. Looks like we got ourselves a killer, and a crazy one at that.
I'm not crazy. It's the cat. It was her idea. Her claws. It was her.
A real son of Sam, this one. I cried as Kayla laughed. Her laugh followed us out the door.
Who's going to believe you?
They took me in, straight to an asylum. Kayla's voice in my mind. They diagnosed me, schizophrenic. They said Kayla never talked to me, that I'd killed that girl, and others. They said it was all me. They said that they could quiet the voices, though. Turns out they couldn't. They could just quiet me. Kayla once asked me what I thought it would feel like, having something sharp jabbed into your brain. Turns out you don't feel it at first, until they use the hammer. They pound it further into your brain. When they pull it out, you'll never speak again. But it didn't stop Kayla.
How did it feel? The cold iron against your eye, the pressure, then the pounding. The pounding. Is it silent now? Have I stopped talking? Have you stopped screaming?